So for today, we're going to be looking at the Veiled Haunting set for the Hunters. If you guys know, this is the Festival of the Lost set. You guys have 3 weeks to pick this armor up. We got an extra week because the event has been so buggy. So that is pretty cool. But for this video, we're going to be looking at the Veiled Haunting, the individual pieces from that set, and then making individual sets from those pieces. So that way we can see what we can do with the armor set. This one is probably the roughest one out of all of them because the Warlocks and Hunter Titans specifically, those two got some amazing sets. Hunters, you guys got some good sets too. It's just, it was rough. So let me know what you guys think about the armor set. If you guys like the video, like, comment, subscribe really does help because a huge portion of people are actually not subscribed. So if you can do me a favor, like, comment, sub, hit the bell notification because that also does help. Remember, the Discord is open, so if you want, the invite is in the description. Just join, and when you do join, all I ask is that you post your best set in the fashion playlist, so that way I can see what you guys are working with. And if it's really, really good, I have no issues at making a video out of it. So let me know what you guys think. Appreciate y'all. Let's just get into it. So here is the first set. So this one started off as this is a funny story. So this immediate, when I first saw the helmet, I was like, oh, this is a cool one. I kind of want to make like an evil version of Higgs from Death Stranding, but then I was like, well, the fucker's already pretty evil. Well, evil is relative, but you know what I mean. Like super like skull face. I was like, oh, that's gonna be really, really cool. And then I tried it and I wasn't really fucking with it. I didn't like it a lot because it was just gonna be the old Higgs set that I made, because I did make a video about it, but with just a different helmet. I didn't want to do that. And then immediately I was like, well, let me see the cowboy hat with it. And then I just decided I'm gonna do like a cowboy that has like an evil, like a skull face, just because I just wanted to do that. And I think it came out pretty good. So Veiled Haunting Cal, this one we're using Solar Shrapnel. I'll explain why in a bit. TM Erp custom grips, Sublime Vest, Fortunate Beast ornament for the Lucky Pants, and then the TM Erp custom cloak Stetson. So everything's using Long Journeys, specifically because this bitch right here is annoying to shader, but now that I'm looking at it, it has a different color than this. So if you really wanted to, you could do any other color, or shader, I should say. You can do any other shader and it probably wouldn't look bad. So the reason we're using Solar Shrapnel is because this bitch takes off colors, which is kind of unfortunate, because I wanted to use this one. And yeah, the main gold is behind here, just kind of unfortunate. This one doesn't have the gold at all, I think. No, back there again. So yeah, the main like skull mask is taking off colors, which is very unfortunate. There is this, but it wasn't enough gold. It's the same thing with this one, but this one's not gold. So that's why we're using Solar Shrapnel, because it's a pretty good gold. So yeah, I like this one a lot. Is it the best one here? Probably not, because it's not a really good representation of the Veiled Haunting set. This is much more of a cowboy set with the Veiled Haunting cow slapped on it. But I still really, really like it because it just gives the cowboy aesthetic a little bit more haunting feeling. As for the next set, we're going to be utilizing Veiled Haunting Strides, Navigator's Raiment, Mask, Sealed Ahamkara Grasp, Hex Rock Vest, and then the Dark Hollow Mantle. I like this one quite a bit. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I mean, to be fair, Sealed Ahamkara Grasp looks pretty good with it, but there are some other ones you could use. You could use the Young Ahamkara Spine, which was the one I was actually using with this, but I switched it out for another one. I like this one quite a bit. I think the boots are probably the coolest piece here, just because or in the armor set for Veiled Haunting, just because it's so versatile. And I think with the Hex Rock Vest, it does look really, really cool. If you were to ask me anything, I probably would just be like, be careful. Like, I would say like Navigator's Raiment helmet is pretty okay with it, but like this also does work. Like this also, actually, this looks pretty fucking crazy. So you could also use the skull face, this one. You could definitely do this, and I would probably go a step further and do this one, so that way I can have that gold. So something like this also looks pretty fire. So there is a lot of things you could do. Like the boots are just so versatile that I'm like, legitimately, I feel like I kind of wasted it on this one, but this one also looks pretty good, like especially if you like really get into it, because I think this set looks pretty cool with the changes that I did. But this isn't the only boot set that I have. The next set, I think I am utilizing the boots with the chest piece, because the chest piece is pretty rough with. Let's just get into that one instead. Speaking of the chest piece, here it is. So I decided to do the Veiled Haunting vest and strides. I usually don't like to combine the same chest piece and boots because they feel the same. It's kind of the same rule that I have with warlocks, where I don't like to combine the same helmet with the same chest piece because it feels super samey. The only reason I kind of ignored that rule is because the chest piece is pretty rough, bro. It is really rough. Funnily enough, this actually wasn't how this looked originally. I mean, don't get me wrong, it doesn't look bad by any means. But I wasn't using the Hinterland Cowl. I wasn't even using Mothkeeper's wraps. I was actually using Young Ahamkara Spine, but then I went with Atlantis Wash because we were using the Hinterland Cowl, and I was like, oh no, wait, hold on, give me 1 second. Oh, I completely changed it. That's right. Okay, so originally it was, let me see if I still have it on, because I have no issue like really showcasing it real quick. I usually don't like to do this just because I like to have everything ready for y'all, but this is a little bit different. So originally it was actually gonna be this, and then the helmet was I think like one of the Hive sets. It was this one, yeah. So originally it was something like this, which I actually thought was pretty decent. But then I switched it to this one, which is why we went with the other shader instead. I think it's the last one. We went with this, which still doesn't look bad, mind you. I think this looks pretty decent, but again, I feel like the Veiled Haunting, I gave it like a really negative review. But it is pretty flexible when it comes to like the bone, because there is a lot of at least to me that's more bone. Well, it's more like roots, but you can like play it off as bones in my opinion. So like you can definitely like use a Young Ahamkara Spine, the Ahamkara Grasps, or whatever they were fucking called, Sealed Ahamkara Grasps, Young Ahamkara's Grasps. You can do Wormhusk Crown if you really wanted to. I think Mask of Backrest base look also, actually base look and the ornament would look really decent with it. I think that's it, because I don't think we have any boots that are oh no, wait, you can do a Balance of Power, specifically the ornament with it. I think that would look pretty decent. So there is a few options you can do, but this is just how it came out, because again, yeah, if I'm being quite honest, I would probably try to find a shader like this and then switch the helmet out for the one we just had. Where last page, you or you actually? Yeah, that's okay. Here's the problem. There's not a lot of armor pieces in this bitch, so that's gonna be a problematic thing for me personally. You can do this one, I guess, but we already used this one, so you can do this one, I guess. But then I would probably do this one. Yeah, that looks pretty decent actually. Hold on. Let me about this one. Yeah, I'd probably do this instead. I don't know why it's doing that. It's a weird clip, but that shouldn't be happening. But yeah, this one looks actually pretty fine, because Dreaming Spectrum, the reason we're using that is because Mothkeeper's wraps, the moths don't change color, so like this would be the best option, especially since you get that bone color on the the bone right there. You get it back, because in the other shader you don't have that. It's white instead of that yellow, which is kind of what I want. So Dreaming Spectrum would probably be the best choice. This is actually the set that I would probably instead do. So apologies that the third set was technically not like done, but I tend to do this just that way you guys can see like my thought process of like how I do my sets, because I know some people are curious about that. And then we get to my favorite, which was using the Veiled Haunting sleeves and the Veiled Haunting cloak. I think this came out amazing. The only set that I would switch out would be the chest piece, just because it's not a one-to-one, but it's not really good when you compare it, or when you pair it with the boots. So Navigator Raiment, Cuirass, Strides of the Taken King, and then Acolyte's Ambition for the Wormhusk Crown, which again, beautiful ornament. So for this one, honestly, I would probably go to the chest piece and switch it out for something that is a little bit more one-to-one with the boots. The only problem, I don't know what I would do actually. So actually, hold on. Where is you? No, I like it's like it has to be something bone, but also like color. This doesn't look bad. Actually, no, because I'd be using two-piece. No, dude. Okay, hold on. Sorry. It's just we have this one and we have the Taken King, or not Taken King. Sorry, no. I think I would have to switch out the boots, bro, because the boots are pissing me off a little. Let me see with the chest of the Taken King. Let me see how that would look. Yeah, so I'm trying to look for like this color. The stomach has that. Obviously, they're both the same set. This doesn't look bad. It's just this sleeve part right here has a glow, and I don't like that. So if you wanted to, you could do something like this, just to really like. No, it looks out of place. So I probably wouldn't use this chest piece. What other? There is the Taken King set. Oh, I guess hold on. I guess I could. Because I haven't got this armor set yet. I'm gonna get it eventually, but definitely not you, bro. You. So, nope, that was arms. What about you? If it shaders well, then this might be the play. So we'll see. I don't know when I'll get that armor, but hopefully I'll get it soon. I do get paid this Friday, I guess. How about you? No, I think switching the boots is just going to be my best option, just because these bitches are getting annoying. So boot-wise, we could switch it out for a few pieces, but the one that I'm thinking out specifically would probably be this one. And then switch the chest piece out for probably the Taken King set. I think it's the... No, hold on. What about you, actually? Oh, God. Okay, hold on. Because if you take that color, then we can do this one. Yeah, so this is kind of like the problem is like I'm trying to like combine it with hive pieces, because I feel like that's just going to be the best piece to do it with, because the arms give off very much like hive pieces. So I guess I could do something like this. And the other problem is that the arms right here take the off coloring. So like right now I'm trying to figure out like what would be the best way to do. Ooh, I don't hate this. Like, just have to find a good shader for it, but this is looking pretty decent, brother. Ooh, I don't hate this, bro. This actually looks pretty decent. Let me see real quick, because if I can find, I actually don't hate this. Hold on, wait a minute. Am I cooking? I think I'm cooking a little. So I don't hate this for the simple fact that like this color separation is not that bad in my opinion. Not only that, there is like still coloring of that in like this sleeve right here. So like this doesn't look bad, bro. Like it's actually looking pretty decent. What's the chest piece for this one? Oh, that's right, it's this one. No, I'm not using that one. Oh, wait. What if we use this one and then... I don't hate this one either. Yeah, so I have options here. The Limilar set looks pretty decent with it. Just trying to think like... Cause we tried this one. Do I have any other ones at the end? Tried this one. This one I did actually really like, so I'm kind of like thinking about using that one instead. It'll be a cold day in hell if I use the Promised Rain set, dog. Not saying it's bad, but I'm just not a big fan of it. But it did look pretty decent with it. Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. I don't want to like hover on this one too much, but yeah, this is how it came out. If I'm being honest, the set that I did, the green one, I think would be the best way to run with it, because it did look really good. This one, actually, how would it look? Yeah, that's what I thought. So yeah, I think this one came out pretty cool, bro. This one and this one with the shading being this. Yeah, this one came out pretty cool actually. So let me know what you guys think about the sets. I was not anticipating me actually making different sets for the last two, but the last two did need help in my opinion, so that's why I did go in and actually try to change them a bit. So if you guys liked the video, remember, like, comment, subscribe only if you liked it. Remember, the Discord is open. Appreciate y'all. Be expecting more content. Other than that, be safe. I will see you guys later.